is urthpainter. Back out on the veteran Sherman, first ride after fixing the battery. So I got a error message a couple weeks ago, BTLU, something like that, on the screen. Ended up it was a bad battery pack, and via e-wails I was able to get a replacement. Installed it with relative ease. Only comments, I guess, there's a small little slender I guess data wire that comes from the battery. It's a little bit of a pain to plug into the board, unplug, but pretty straightforward, I thought. And then you got to balance the batteries, charge both sides before you plug both of them into the board. The brand new battery arrived, I think, at 100.5 volts, and my original battery was 100.2 fully charged. I emailed eWheels, and they said it would be fine if I plugged them both in within that range. But what I did is I ran the brand new one down to 100.2 on the multimeter. Worth mentioning, all these battery checks were on the multimeter, not going through the wheel. You get some different readings, voltages via wheel app and a multimeter. So, in other words, on the multimeter, my original was at 100.1. I ran the brand new one by plugging it into the board by itself and running the wheel a little bit down to 100.2, and I figured that that would be close enough. And plugged it all in, wheel fired up just fine, turned on just fine, everything seems to be operating well. And I just did about 12 miles, and I'll film some of my way back just to kind of test out the wheel, and everything is a-okay. So super happy about that. And yeah, should be fun. Just a brilliant sunny day. I mean, it is. You're not going to have many brighter days with the sun and glare. One tip I'd pass along from years and years of fishing: bright, clear day sunlight, photo gray tint with a mirror is your best bet for clear vision, knocking down all that brightness. Obviously people have their preferences, but that's what I've learned anyway. Go with the amber in overcast situations like that. Photo gray, bright sun. Anyways, I think I'm going to get on my way. Wheel as it stands right now, kind of a janky light setup with the portable batteries. And then you probably can't see too much of the lights. Well, you can, but obviously way more brilliant at night. But liking the setup. I guess one last thing I'll mention. Ooh, majestic geese. Man, those are big guys. I think I have the tire pressure right now at 27 psi, and that is absolutely as high as I ever want it. In fact, I think I want it a little bit lower, and maybe at some point I'll actually talk about that a little bit. I think the veteran Sherman tire pressure is one of the more difficult ones to hone in for yourself in your ride. How we doing?
I want one.
Yeah. EUC, electric unicycle.
How long does it get to get used to it?
It took me 10 hours across 3 days to ride. It took my brother 20 minutes, but so it depends on who you are.
How fast does it go?
They're all different. This one actually can go 50 miles an hour.
What?
It has a range of about 70 or 80 miles, depending on how you ride it.
You haven't fallen off yet?
Oh, I've taken some tumbles. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why you want to be super geared up. This is the place that I got it from.
How much is it?
This one is pretty expensive. This is veteran Sherman.
Uh-huh.
It's basically the best one you can buy, and it gets up near $3,000. But you can get really good ones for $2,000, and then you can get kind of more fun ones in that $1,000 price range. But yeah, this one is a vehicle, and out on
I don't have anything to hold on. Does it have training wheels?
you know, like the way you learn, like how I learned was at a tennis court. I just went up and down the fence over and over, and then I'd like start doing little releases, and then I started doing little loops and stuff in the tennis court.
Kind of body.
Yeah, see, okay, so like, are you familiar with Segway technology?
Yeah, sure.
Basically just cut a Segway in half and both ways. So you don't have the top and you only have one wheel. So it's got the digital gyroscope in it, so you can't go off the front and you can't come off the back.
Yeah, I figured there was a gyro in there.
Yeah, but side to side is up to you.
Oh.
So it's basically exactly like riding a bike in terms of what it gives you. It gives you front and back, but side to side is up to you. And then you have the foot pegs. Some people build seats and stuff like that to ride seated. I haven't really gotten into that yet. So yeah, you stand and it's all lean. It's just lean forward, lean back.
How do you accelerate?
Yeah, all lean forward.
You lean forward?
Yeah, you lean.
Accelerate?
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is it doesn't have brakes. What it has is reverse torque. So it can go backwards as fast as
And
it can
slow
go
up.
forward. Yeah. What's that?
So you just lean back to
Yeah,
back
lean
to
back,
slow
yeah.
up.
And it's actually, what's interesting, I think braking is way easier than accelerating. You just like sit in the chair, drop your butt, and then like basically you brake real easily. To accelerate, you got to get over the front of the wheel. And like what I've learned is that you watch people online, they do the Superman, where they like lean way out over the front. But like if you hit a bump and your knees are locked, like that's no bueno. So like what I always keep my knees bent.
Right.
And so accelerating isn't quite as easy, but
You got a good course here going around the lake.
what's that?
So you got a good course.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I came from Missoula. Like I just,
Oh, you came from, you went down
yeah, the
93?
trail, yeah. And like I've taken
And
this one like to Florence and back.
wow.
Yeah. Like you can take this one on a full day ride. I've also out mountain roads,
Do
out.
they have a bicycle?
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, e-bikes.
You got the e-bikes now. They're
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, and the two-wheel drive. Yeah. No, the technology is really taking off. It's really, these really good ones came out about 2 years ago, and technology is really taken off. I'm a community of one, only person out here, but hopefully in 5 years you're going to see a lot of people like me flying around. So I'll let you go. Got it for someone behind you.
Take care, man. Cool.
Yeah, you as well.
I'm looking for the airplane now, the little one. And then that's
Yeah,
what I'm
drones.
looking
Drones are fun too. Yeah.
See ya.
See ya.
Radio 1's Essential Mix tonight with Sander Kleinenberg.
Basically 22 miles on the ride. Looks like 2 or 3 bars down. UC World really isn't giving me any good data in terms of speed. It's saying the battery's sitting at 69%. So 22 miles. I'll look at the EUC numbers and see how that all adds up. But yeah, super fun ride. And the only other thing I forgot to mention is my new motorcycle pants. I got these Climb off-road motorcycle pants on Amazon, $88. Men's 30 waist long. I don't think they had very many options, but that was one of them. And I think they're a winner. They're definitely bright and visible, something I really like. So anyways, that was a lot of video. See how it all works out. If you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And have a good rest of your morning, day, evening, or night.